Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am going to do a wee bit of a review today on the e.l.f. California Baked Eyeshadow Palette. So I got this along with a lot of other stuff in a 50% sale recently, which meant that it usually retails for £10, but I got it for £5 because obviously it was half price. It comes with 5 colours, see if I'm not blind you, 5 colours, and they are all shimmer shades. Now I normally go for shimmer shades, as you can probably see on my eyes today, and that's why I got this. They are all kind of naturally colours. There is my nail polish, there is a variety of kind of metallic colours. There's a silver, some goldy bronzy tones, and a purpley tone. Now I will swatch these for you. As far as I'm aware, they don't have individual names, it's just the palette itself, which is obviously annoying because obviously I can't really point out the names to you. But anywho, I shall just let you know what I've kind of found with them. Now it says on the website, and I think on the packaging, that they can be used wet or dry. I've used them both, so I can kind of give an idea as to, well, I've used some of them wet and some of them dry, so I can kind of give you an idea as to what they're like either way. So firstly, I just want to mention the packaging. It comes in this little, well, as all e.l.f. products do, it's this little black, just plain black with e.l.f. and the name of the actual product at the bottom. I think it's actually quite bulky, and I don't think it needs to be so bulky. It's very plasticky. Now bearing in mind this is £10 normally, it's not like, you know, it's not like MUA palettes which are £4, so it is slightly more expensive than that. So I would expect them to maybe put a bit more of a thought into the actual packaging itself, and it being a wee bit more handbag friendly or makeup bag friendly. But that's my opinion, of course. It comes with a mirror. Now I don't obviously want to blind you, but it's the mirror is this whole piece here, which is good, because then if you are taking it on the go, if you are taking it travelling, obviously you have a big mirror, it's big enough to do your makeup in. Please don't laugh at the way I say mirror. It's just the way I've always said it. Well, you can laugh if you want, actually, I don't care. So yeah, so it's good for obviously doing your makeup on the go, etc. Next, on to the shades themselves. As I mentioned, they're all shimmery metallic shades, which I really like. I had such high hopes for this because it kind of reminded me a wee bit of the Naked 2, Naked 3, verging on Naked 3, and of course the Sephora Baked Eyeshadow palette, which I don't own because I haven't ordered anything from Sephora yet, but that's another story. The shadows, as I said, the colours are real. It's a good range. You've got your kind of highlight colour, you've got your darker, maybe crease, but they're shimmery, so probably wouldn't go with crease, so maybe outer V corner, corner of your eye sort of thing. You've got, you know, your all over lid sort of shades, if you like. So it is quite versatile in that you can go for a light daytime kind of shimmery look, you can go for a maybe more dramatic look with your darker shades, or you can go for you know, like a warm look or a cool look. Cool as in cold colours, cool colours, not cool as in yeah, I'm so cool. You probably got that anyway. Anyway, so I'll go on to pigmentation. Now this is where I was disappointed. Pigmentation was not very good. I had such high hopes for this because it kind of reminded me a wee bit of the Naked 2, Naked 3, and the Sephora Baked Eyeshadow palette, which I don't own because obviously I haven't ordered anything from Sephora yet, but that's another story. The shadows, as I said, the colours are real. It's a good range. You've got your kind of highlight colour, you've got your all over lid, or you can go for a maybe more dramatic look with your darker shades, or you can go for a maybe more dramatic look with even whenever I wet the liner brush and tried to use the purpley one along the lash line, and it just didn't give that colour and that coverage that I'm used to, because obviously I use the Naked 2 palette almost every day, and it's just not, it was a disappointment in that. The other thing is, as you might be able to see if I show you, it's very dusty. There's a lot of fallout from it, a lot of glitter fallout especially, so that's another thing that kind of puts me off. So yeah, I am kind of disappointed in the fact that the pigmentation doesn't really hold up to anything else that I have. I even have another kind of smaller e.l.f. palette, and the pigmentation in that is far better. So I was disappointed in that, I have to say. So pigmentation aside, whenever I wore it, I tried to test it out for a day just to see how it wore. And it actually did last quite a long time. I wore it both without a primer and then with the e.l.f. eyelid primer, and it lasted a wee bit better with the e.l.f. eyelid primer, obviously, but it still lasted a good kind of, what did I wear it to the hospital? Lasted a good 6 hours before I could see that it might have needed touching up. So for a cheaper eyeshadow palette, I think that's pretty decent. Let me get on to do the swatches for you. So I'm going to swatch this top row first of all, starting with the purpley colour, okay? And I'll just do that along my arm. And as you can see, I'm rubbing like mad to get the swatch because they're not that pigmented. I'm going to do them on my fingers actually, because my arm's like going to be plastered in it. Right. Although some of the colours are definitely more pigmented than others. So just whenever I'm looking at it actually, the darker colours definitely swatch better than the lighter colours. So I'm just going to show you them on my fingers. Ooh. So I'll point out the colours as I go along. I really wish this mirror wasn't there in the way, but anyway. Right, so this silver one here, swatched on my thumb. As you can see, it's pretty powdery, but that's it rubbed a few times obviously, and that's it there. And if I show you on my arm there, it's hard to bend. That is pretty pigmented actually. I tell a lie, that's it blended out. That's what I found actually. Whenever I picked them up in the brush picked up quite a lot. But as I said, they are quite powdery. But then whenever I tried to blend them a bit, they just seemed to disappear. But anyway, back to the swatches. That's the purple colour, this one here. And that's it on my finger. And then again, I've just put it alongside the silver one, blended out, it disappears basically. I'm not going to do the rest of the swatches on my arm because I'm going to end up with a shiny arm, and nowhere to put it because I'm slightly lame at the moment with my leg. But anyway, then this colour here is this here one, which is like a chocolatey brown colour. That one actually has slightly more pigmentation, which is decent, and then blending it out kind of looks alright. So I think that would be nice for the outer corner. That one doesn't have too much glitter in it as well, so you could really use that as a crease colour. The next one then is this middle one, like a deep goldy, almost bronzy one, and that's this colour, and that's pretty pigmented as well, compared to the rest. And then the last one in the top row I have done is this one here, the second last one down, and that is this colour, which is a dark bronzy colour, which isn't very pigmented. It blends out just very little. So the pigmented ones on this row are these two. Purple is alright. So on to the bottom row. I'm going to start with this end. This one here is this. That one, again, it blends out to very little. Blends out to very little. So, yeah. Then we have this very pale, goldy, rosy gold colour here. This one. Which is here. And again, nice sort of shimmer to it, kind of blends out to very little as well. Then we have this pale whitey champagne colour here. Yes, so it's very dusty. Sorry, I've got nail polish on my finger, I just realised. And again, not bad as a highlight. I did use that as a highlight, but it kind of blends out to nothing as well. Then we have this kind of second last one, kind of like a coppery goldy colour, like an orangey toned one, and that's it there. That one again blends out really shimmery, not very pigmented. And then the final one, which is this one here, the kind of more of a champagne colour than the other one. It's quite similar to the middle one. Quite a nice highlight colour. That's it there on my ring finger. And again, nice highlight, but doesn't blend too much. So that's the swatches. They were quite, it was quite higgledy-piggledy. I'm sorry about the swatches. If they had names, I'd be better, but they don't. And if I was fully functional with my legs and stuff, I might be able to sit in a better position, but I'm not, so whatevs. Yes, so overall thoughts are a couple of colours that are quite nice and pigmented, a couple of nice highlight colours. At full price for £10, I wouldn't, there's another 2 or 3 in the range that have different colours. I wouldn't repurchase if it was full price. Half price, or I wouldn't, you know, buy another one to try out the colours. Half price for £5, it's a nice size, it's a nice mirror, and there is one that's kind of similar to the Naked 3 palette in colours, so I would maybe, if I was placing an order, try it out, but I wouldn't rush to get it. I think there are nicer palettes, especially in the UK. The MUA Undress Me palettes I think are nicer. Only difference is obviously that one has a mirror, but you could buy a mirror for like 50p, a pound, you know, a wee mirror. Anyway, that's an aside. So I am not overly impressed with it, but yeah, I have it now, so I don't think I'll be reaching for it whenever I am going anywhere. I will still stick to my Naked 2 palette. So I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope I haven't been too long-winded, as I can ramble on forever. Thank you so much for watching. If you like it, if you found it any way useful, give it a thumbs up. And if you like it or any of my other videos, please subscribe. Let me know if you have had the palette, or if you have any of the other palettes, and maybe if you want me to check out anything else. If you want me to do a review on the MUA palettes, I can certainly pick them up. Just bought the matte one, so I'll do a review on that shortly. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.